The morning air in the Miller household was thick with the usual domestic tension that precedes a long overdue home improvement project. Bill stood in the middle of the kitchen, his shoulders slumped as he faced the reality of his mounting responsibilities. "I've got school," he muttered to himself, the weight of his schedule pressing down on him. "I got work. I stink." He looked at his wife, Judy, with a look of defeated resignation. "You win," he conceded. "Why do not you just call Cummer to finish the upstairs bathroom?" Judy crossed her arms, her expression a mix of frustration and practical concern. "It is going to cost us a fortune, and this family has other needs, Bill," she reminded him, but Bill was already drifting toward his own priorities. "Do not forget the big picture, and by that I mean the television I want to buy," he said, his eyes lighting up at the thought of a new home theater system. Judy shook her head firmly. "A working shower is more important than a new television," she countered. Bill tried to frame his desire as a selfless act for the household. "I am only thinking of the kids, and how if we crank up that surround sound we can forget we even have them," he argued with a dry wit. Just as the debate was reaching its peak, the front door swung open and their neighbors, Terry and Brian, strolled in. "Hey you guys, sorry to barge in on you like this," Terry announced. Judy immediately looked at Bill, who was less than fully dressed for company. "Bill, go put something on, our neighbors are here," she hissed. Bill, however, remained unfazed. "Judy, they do not want any of this, they are gay," he remarked bluntly. Brian nodded in agreement. "Yeah, that is why we do not want it," he added with a smirk. Terry quickly moved to the reason for their visit. "We are getting cable installed today, so will you please let the guy in?" he asked. "We're not going to be home." Judy smiled, happy to help. "Oh sure, no problem," she replied. Bill could not resist a little jab at their viewing habits. "So, cable, huh? So that you guys can watch the L Word?" "L stands for lesbian," he said, feeling quite clever. Brian corrected him with a straight face. "But we're actually getting it for the news." Bill turned to Judy, his voice dripping with mock surprise. "Did you hear that, Judy? They have their own news now." Brian clarified further. "Actually, we like CNN." Bill just nodded, his skepticism worn on his sleeve. "I bet you do," he said. "I bet you do." Later that day, the atmosphere shifted as the consequences of the neighbor's absence began to manifest. Terry and Brian returned to find a scene they had not expected. "Oh, hi," Terry said as they walked in. "Hi, we just came by to get our key." But Brian noticed something was off. "When you guys were at our house, did you happen to use our shower?" he asked, his eyes narrowing. Judy tried to look innocent. "What makes you think that?" she asked. Brian started listing the evidence, like a seasoned detective. "Oh, little clues like wet towels on the bathroom floor, razor stubble in the sink. Oh, and your pants with your wallet in them." Bill, ever the optimist in the face of certain guilt, shrugged it off. "Pretty circumstantial, if you ask me," he said. Terry was stunned. "You are unbelievable," he exclaimed. Then he caught a scent in the air. "Is that my French perfume?" he asked, looking at Judy. "I do not have nice things," she admitted without a shred of shame. Bill tried to pivot to their supposed heroism. "In our defense, we did you a big favor by waiting for the cable guy," he said. "He came by and nobody answered. If you want to tell him to try again tomorrow, we would be happy to." Terry reached out his hand for the key. "Yeah, key," he demanded. Judy sighed, feeling the weight of the unfinished bathroom again. "Sorry, you guys," she said. "We have been waiting for 3 weeks for Bill to fix that upstairs bathroom." Bill, trying to mend fences, offered an invitation. "And as soon as I am done, you two are invited over to shower and maybe a little CNN," he joked. Meanwhile, the younger generation was dealing with its own set of social complexities. Chris, the Miller's son, walked in looking exhausted. "Hey, where have you been, Chris?" Bill asked. "I drove Lauren and her friends to the mall," Chris replied. Judy checked the time. "Well, you are late for your cello lesson," she said. "The teacher is waiting at the house." Chris groaned. "Cello? I only do it for the workout," he claimed. "I am on my way." But before he could leave, Lauren, the neighbor's daughter, popped her head in. "Oh, Chris, do not forget, you are going to join me and my friends to Six Flags tonight," she reminded him. "I know. I cannot wait," Chris said, his eyes brightening. "See you later, Lauren." After they left, Bill expressed his concerns. I am not thrilled about this, he said to Terry. I do not think roller coasters are safe. Terry waved it off. Oh, they're fine. I rode on them during all my pregnancy, he said. But Bill had a different issue on his mind. I will tell you what I am not thrilled about, he said. Our son chauffeuring your daughter all over town. Are they dating again, or is Lauren just using him? Terry was offended. What are you saying? We did not raise a user. We are good parents, he insisted. Judy chimed in with the facts. Well, she has had him take her and her friends out 4 nights this week. Terry looked surprised. She was out 4 nights this week? Does she even have a curfew? Judy nodded. Oh yes, of course she does, I think. Then she turned back to the matter of Chris. Well, could you also ask her where she stands with Chris? Because he really likes her, and we do not want to see him taken advantage of. Terry agreed. Okay, yes, I will get into that because I do not want anything to spoil the friendship we have with you wonderful neighbors. Suddenly, he stopped and looked at Judy's neck. Is that my necklace? He asked. Judy did not even blink. I had lunch today, she said simply. The scene shifted to the local hangout where Lauren was talking to her friend Becky. Oh, my God. Becky. He is so hot, Lauren gushed. I am going to go on all the rides with him. Becky asked about the logistics. Yeah, and Chris is going to be there too, so we can hold our purses? Lauren laughed. Yeah, and then we can do our math homework. Yeah, right behind me. Okay, bye. When Lauren got home, Terry was waiting for her. Hey, I want to ask what is going on between you and Chris, he said. Lauren rolled her eyes. Oh, trust me, nothing, she said. And it is not like all those other times when I said nothing. I really mean nothing this time. Terry stood his ground. Because it looks to me like you are leaving him on, he said. You need to be straight with Chris, okay? It is not nice to use people, Lauren. Lauren sighed. Fine, I will talk to him tonight, she promised. Okay, but be home by 11, Terry added. Lauren was shocked. You changed my curfew to 11? Terry realized he had caught himself in a lie. You do have a curfew, I know it, he shouted as she walked away. In another part of the house, the younger Millers were experimenting with a new invention. Hey guys, Bill said as he walked in. Hey, cool toy. Brian shook his head. Oh, this is not a toy, he explained. See, Tina was supposed to make an invention for school, so we made this. It is called the Answer Man. Tina looked disappointed. I wanted rocket boots, but someone could not figure it out, she said, glancing at Brian. Bill was curious. Is Tina going to get a good grade on this? Brian asked the machine. Yes. Bill wanted a turn. Can I try? He asked. Yeah, sure, just ask it a yes or no question, Brian said. Bill thought for a moment. Okay, Answer Man. Which one of these leftovers should I eat for lunch? Brian sighed. Yes or no question, it is really not that hard. Bill tried again. Hey, Answer Man, should I have the chicken for lunch? The machine replied with a firm no. Bill scoffed. Okay, shows how much this thing knows because I want chicken and I am having chicken, he said. He took a bite and immediately turned pale. Ugh, this chicken is spoiled, he choked out. Oh my God. This really is the Answer Man. Brian was amazed. Oh, okay, I am going to ask it where I should go on vacation, he said. Terry looked at him. Maybe you should ask it why you don't understand what a yes or no question is, he suggested. Shortly after, Chris arrived at the Millers looking like he had just come through a storm. Hi, Mrs. Miller, he said. Judy looked at him with pity. Chris, come on in. You are soaking wet, she said. Yeah, I was just standing in line for some Green Day tickets that Lauren asked me to get for her, Chris explained. Judy sat him down. Oh, Chris, sit down, okay, sweetheart? And I am only saying this because I care about you, but you are being a giant wussbag. Chris was taken aback. Excuse me? He asked. Judy continued. You are a sweet, good-looking guy with a lot to offer, but teenage girls can be kind of, soul-sucking witches. Chris shook his head. No, not Lauren, he said. This morning, right after the wind blew away my umbrella, I got a call from her on my cell phone saying, do not give up, Chris, I really want those tickets. Judy groaned. Yeah, she is a doll. Maybe you should be dating someone a little bit more mature. Chris looked thoughtful. Mature? He asked. Yeah, someone who appreciates all the stuff you have to offer, Judy suggested. You think? Chris asked. Yeah, I mean, it would serve Lauren, right, you know? Judy said. If you found someone a little older, then she would be sorry for the way she treated you, you know what I'm saying? Chris nodded slowly. Yeah, I'm getting a pretty good picture, he said. Back in the unfinished bathroom, Bill was struggling with the plumbing and his own pride. What do you mean that part is not in? He shouted into his phone. I got a family waiting for a bathroom to be finished, and they are more important than anybody in this. Oh, it is just you. He saw Terry standing there. I thought it was your mom. She has been busting my hump about. Hey, there is more than one plumbing supply company in this town, you know. Yeah, and I will tell you another thing. His phone rang again. Hello? Yes, I did order that. Yes, that is with sausage. My work here is never done. Judy walked in and looked at the mess. Well, it better be done soon, or you can kiss your big screen television goodbye, she threatened. I am calling the plumber if the work is not done in 48 hours. Bill was outraged. 48 hours? Judy, one day is not enough time to fix a bathroom, he argued. Judy stood her ground. Fine, Bill, I will give you 2, she said. Bill sighed. That is all I am asking, he muttered. The next day, Bill noticed Chris was around the house even more than usual. Hey, Chris, what are you doing? He asked. Helping your mom carry groceries, Chris replied.
Why?
Bill asked. We know. Terry walked in as Chris was handing a bag to Judy. Chris saw me pull up and generously offered to help me with these heavy bags, Judy said. Chris flexed his arms. Oh, not too heavy for me, thanks to these cello arms, you know, he said. Lauren appeared, looking slightly annoyed. Well, now that you are here, you can drive me to my dance class, she said. But only if you want to. Chris looked at Judy. No, I am having a blast helping Judy, he said. A blast?
Judy?
Bill asked, surprised. Chris corrected himself. I mean, Mrs. Miller. Unless you do not mind if I call you Judy. We are all adults here. Judy smiled. I think Mrs. Miller would be more appropriate, she said. Chris nodded. Gotcha, he said. A few hours later, Bill was in the bathroom when Judy came in. Do not say anything, it is practically done, Bill said. Judy looked around. You mean done being in the bathroom?
She asked.
Hey, you gave me 2 days, Bill reminded her. A lot can happen in 72 hours. Judy rolled her eyes. Yeah, you might even learn how to tell time, she said. Then she got serious. Look, I might have made a little mistake with Chris, she admitted. I was talking to him about not letting Lauren push him around, and now I think he kind of has a crush on me. Bill laughed. He thinks Lauren is pushing him around? Wait till he lives with you for 19 years, he joked. That is funny, Judy said, not laughing. Look, I want you to talk to him, set him straight. He is downstairs. I think it is better coming from a man than, a person he considers a goddess walking the earth. Bill smirked. If you are a goddess, what does that make me? He asked. The luckiest son of a bitch on the planet, Judy replied. Bill went downstairs to find Chris. Hey, Mr. Miller, Chris said. Ooh, can I have a swig of your beer? Bill shook his head. Oh, actually, Mrs. Miller sent it up for you. I am too young to drink, Chris said. Bill chuckled. Well, you're missing out, he said. I notice you have been hanging around my wife a lot lately. Chris looked nervous. What?
No. Nope.
No, I do not. Not that much, he stammered. Bill waved it off. Oh, it is okay. It is okay. Everybody loves Judy, he said. People come from all around to visit and appreciate her, like a Nassau park or a beautiful rainbow. Chris nodded. Yeah, she is awesome. I mean, her personality, he added quickly. Bill nodded. Yeah, of course, of course. But you should know, Mrs. Miller is a grown woman.
And?
Damn it. He struggled with a piece of pipe. Mr. Miller? Chris asked. It is none of my business, but that might be easier if you used a slipknot wrench. Bill looked at him. Son, I realize that, but where in the world am I going to find a slipknot wrench? Chris pointed. In your toolbox. Here, let me show you. Chris took the tool and fixed the connection in seconds. See, with this, you can get a really good grip on things, he said. Bill was impressed. Wow, you are pretty handy with this stuff, he said. Chris smiled. My Uncle Jack is a contractor and he used to let me help out on jobs, he said. Bill's eyes narrowed as he saw an opportunity. Really? But a job like remodeling this bathroom, That would probably be out of your league, right? He challenged. Chris shook his head. No, it is easier than you think. I could help you finish in like 2 days, easy, he offered. Bill grinned. Really? 72 hours, he said. Chris hesitated. Oh, well, wait. Mrs. Miller thinks I am hanging around too much, he said. Bill dismissed the concern.
No, no, no.
Mrs. Miller loves having you here, he said. She does?
Chris asked.
Yeah, she thinks of you as part of the family, the part she rarely covers up in front of. And if you help me finish this bathroom, she's gonna jump for joy. Up and down. Up and down, Bill said, painting a vivid picture. At the same time, the answer man was causing chaos for Terry's sister, Linda. You are such a genius, Terry, and with all the answers, Linda said. Well, I did get a 1540 on my SAT, Brian boasted. French. Terry asked the machine. Answer man. Should I buy a new bedroom set? The machine said yes. Oh, good, Linda said. Terry looked at her. Wait a minute. You are not actually basing life choices on a plastic toy, he said. Aunt Linda, this machine is random, okay? You have made all your decisions your entire life without the use of this machine, and look how well you go with the toy, he finished, seeing her face. Linda ignored him. Okay, now, you know I do not really have the space for a king-size bed, so would it be crazy to move for a new bed? The machine gave her an answer she liked. I am getting a new apartment,
she cried. Wait.
Perry, and I cannot afford one unless I get a raise. And I cannot get a raise, unless I threaten to quit. Oh, you're saying I should threaten to quit my job? Suddenly, Brian noticed something. Oh, damn it. Where did it go?
I lost my marble, he said.
Terry looked at him. Only had the one left, huh? Back at the Miller house, Bill was preparing for a final push on the bathroom. Hey, he said as Judy walked in. Oh, you are wearing that, huh? Judy looked at her outfit. Do not worry. If we go out later, I will put on my tiara, she said. Bill nodded. Yeah, sis, you might want to strip off a few layers.
Huh?
Judy asked. I need you to be hot. The house to be hot. To dry the grout in the bathroom, Bill explained. I have turned the furnace way up. Judy fanned herself. You know what?
It is a little warm in here, she said.
Bill smiled. Oh, that should do the trick. You know what would be great now? If you came up and brought me and Chris a snack or something, he suggested. Judy stopped. Chris is here again? I thought you were going to talk to him about not hanging around and drooling over me, she said. Bill sighed. Judy, why do you assume that every man who steps into this house is here to stare at you like you are a national park or a rainbow? He asked. Then what is he doing up there? Judy demanded. Learning some plumbing for me, Bill said. Turns out the kid needs a father figure. He needs a real man in his life. Judy smirked. Tell him to get in line behind me, she said. In the bathroom, Chris was working hard. It is playing my song, he said, hearing the radio. I should be getting home. You can probably do the rest of this without me, he said to Bill. Bill panicked.
What? No.
Hang on. Mrs. Miller is going to want to come and check on our work. She's just across the hall trying on bathing suits, he said. Chris's eyes widened. I am staying, he said. Terry and Brian walked in. Why is it so hot in here?
Terry asked.
Hey, Chris. Haven't seen you in a while. Chris didn't look up. Yeah, I have been kind of busy, he said. Judy walked in, looking flushed. Well, can I get you something to drink? It is really no trouble, she said. Chris shook his head. No, I am fine, he said. Brian walked in with a tray. Hey, guys. I brought some refreshments, he announced. Ooh, lemonade, Bill said. All right, you read my mind. So how is it going, Mrs. Miller? Chris asked. Good. A little hot, Judy replied. Brian looked around. Yeah, totally, he said. Let me know when the toilet is done. I need to come back and puke in it, he added. Judy pulled Bill aside. Bill, can I talk to you for a second? She asked. Yeah, after I finish my lemonade, Bill said. Let's go, Judy insisted. They stepped into the hallway. Okay, admit it, Judy said. You did not talk to Chris, and he is hanging around here because of me. Bill shrugged. Yeah, that is right. He is here because of you, he admitted. Judy's eyes narrowed. And you turn up the heat, so I would strip down, she accused. Bill nodded. That is right, Judy. I turned up the heat, so you would strip down, he said. You did not you? Judy asked. Yeah, Bill replied. Judy felt a surge of confidence. So he does have a crush on me. I knew it. I am a freaking rainbow, she said. Bill laughed. When it comes to plumbing, this kid is a genius. But I did not tell you what I was doing, because I knew you would not want me using him the way Lauren did. But I will tell him to go home, he offered. Judy was shocked. Are you insane? I want a bathroom, too. Tell him I will give him a lap dance if it gets me an upstairs toilet, she joked. Bill grinned. Honey, if you still have that tube top, I think we can get his and her sinks, he said. I am looking, Judy said. I will be right back up with your lunch, Chris, she called out. Bill looked at her. Did you make him his lunch? He asked. Yep, right here, Judy said, holding a plate.
Hey.
Oh, that is for my special boy, Bill said, trying to take a bite. Judy swatted him away. And what am I? Bill asked. We have been working on that one for 17 years, Judy replied. Oh, wait. He likes a pickle with a sandwich, she added. Later, in the kitchen, Bill was looking at the schedule. So after lunch, he is scheduled to finish working on the bathroom with me, he said. Judy shook her head. Yeah, we are going to have to push that back till after the weekend. We have decided to install some track lighting in the bedroom, she said. Bill was surprised. Oh, he does lighting too? Why couldn't lesbians have raised Brian? He asked. Brian walked in. Yeah. Why couldn't anyone have raised me? I would have gone with wolves, he said. Judy handed Chris's plate. Oh, here is your sandwich, Chris. And a pickle. Why do not you go into the living room and relax? She suggested.
Thanks, Chris said.
You know, I was looking in your bedroom closet, and if you want, I can install a revolving shoe carousel, he offered. Judy's eyes widened. Revolving shoe carousel, she whispered. Bill looked at her. He makes it sound like a carnival, he remarked. Lauren walked in and saw Chris on the couch. So if you want, you could go to the dance with me, she said tentatively. Chris took a bite of his sandwich. I will think about it, he said. Yeah, we could go driving afterwards. Just you and me, Lauren added. Terry and Brian walked in. Hey. Is she bothering you? Terry asked Chris. No, it is okay, Chris replied. Then Lauren's friends Becky and another girl walked in. Hey, what is up, ladies?
Terry asked.
Yeah, well, we're looking for Chris, Becky said. He is a little busy right now, Terry said. Chris's mom, Terry, looked at him. Chris, what are you doing? We have hardly seen you the last few days, he said.
Chris sighed.
Well, I have been busy.
That is it, he said.
Terry looked at Lauren. You have been spending way too much time over here doing stuff for Lauren, he said. Lauren protested. He hasn't been doing anything for me, she said. Terry turned to Chris. Then what have you been doing over here? Judy walked in with a fresh glass. Chris, I have your lemonade, she said. Bill looked at Chris. Okay. Let's say you and me go back up to the bedroom, he suggested. Terry was shocked. So you have been flirting with our son to get him to finish your bathroom? He asked Judy. And the track lighting? Bill added. And there was talk about a shoe rack, Judy mentioned.
Just a little talk, she added.
Chris stood up. At least they let me do stuff, he said. Terry was hurt.
What?
He asked. All you ever let me do is read or play the cello, Chris said. The Millers let me build stuff with my hands. It makes me feel like I am my own man, he declared. Bill smiled. And there it is, he said. What we were trying to do all along. Mold a young boy into a man. And we did it free of charge, he added. Terry looked at Brian. All right. Maybe we should loosen the reins a little bit, he conceded. But that does not excuse you two. I mean, luring him with your beauty? Look at your smoking hot body. You know, you're so fine, he said to Judy. Terry, we got it. She is pretty, Brian said. You cannot tell people not to look at a rainbow, he added. Chris looked at Judy. Actually, I do not have a crush on you, he said. Judy's smile faded. Excuse me? She asked. I am sorry, Mrs. Miller, but you said if I found someone more mature it would make Lauren think twice, Chris explained.
And you were right.
Hanging out with you made her totally jealous. Judy was outraged. You were using me? How dare you?
She cried.
Chris looked at her honestly. I mean, come on, Mrs. Miller. You are nice and all, but Lauren is 16, and you are like 50? He asked. Judy gasped. I am 40, which happens to be the new 30, which is really the new 28, she shouted. Chris started to leave. Yeah, maybe I would better go find Lauren and tell her I will take her to the dance, he said. Judy called after him. Yeah, you better hurry up. You're not getting any younger, she snapped. Bill looked at the unfinished bathroom. Well, there goes getting our bathroom done, he said. Yeah, I guess we are just gonna have to finish it all by ourselves, Judy agreed. Then she looked at Bill. I once took a class at Home Depot and I am really good with my hands. You like lemonade? She asked with a wink. Terry and Brian turned to leave. We are leaving, Terry said. As they were walking out, they saw Linda still messing with the machine. You ask her the yes or no question, then you drop the marble down the slot, Brian was explaining. Aunt Linda, what are you doing here?
Terry asked.
Yeah, honey, I got fired, Linda said. So, I'm gonna need you to ask the marble thingy if I should beg for my job back, okay? I love you. The house finally quieted down as the neighbors left. Bill and Judy stood in their kitchen, surrounded by the remnants of the day's chaos. Despite the unfinished bathroom and the slightly bruised egos, there was a sense of warmth and humor that always seemed to pull them through. They knew that whether it was through a plastic machine or the complicated dance of neighborhood relationships, they would always find a way to make it work, one project at a time. The sun began to set over the suburban street, casting a long shadow over the Miller house, where the promise of a working shower and perhaps even a revolving shoe carousel still hung in the air.